So here's the question. So obviously we have entrepreneurs that watch the show and things like that. And so as entrepreneurs start making more money, there's two different options you have, right? Go deeper into your business, dive and scale. And then usually that gets a little boring for entrepreneurs. They kind of go, oh, I got to just do this over. So they look for the sizzle, right? So what would be the option now that you have a lot of people that are making money in the internet space? They're trying to go to land, kind of the old gold method. What is that first thing that you would recommend to look at? Like, is it drive around and see vacant buildings? Is it ask a friend? What is that first round?
Well, I think it's, do you want to invest in real estate or do you want to operate? And I go back to, there are no part-time gangsters. So I deal with tons of entrepreneurs. Out of the 9 million square feet I've brokered, it is all local business owners making local decisions with their business, So they've made money. They're this entrepreneur you're talking about, right? And their business is doing great. And they're like, hey, I want to invest in real estate. I'm like, okay, well, let's talk. Hey, I want to buy a building, an investment building. Okay. Do you want to invest or you want to operate? Oh, well, what do you mean? Well, here's what I mean. I operate. I'm fully integrated with property management, leasing, construction management, all the way through. I can sell you a building. You can do all that yourself, but you operate a furniture company. When the alarm goes off at a vacant building at 9 o'clock at night, do you want to answer that call or do you want me to answer that call? So, and some people do it. Some guys, they kind of want to go moonlight in real estate and, they'll have some success, that happens too. So then, usually the answer is they want to just invest with me. And so then that's what happens. So I would say if you have a business that still requires you to be involved in it to some degree, you might just want to find a good person to invest with, find the guy that's doing it full time, they're going to get paid, but you don't have to think, you know what I mean? It's like, just give it to the guy that's doing this all day long. Right. And so, that's kind of what I would recommend, obviously
it
that's
sounds like from the conversation, it's like do an apprenticeship, meaning like you don't get all your money. You're not going to get the whole, gambit, but get next to someone that's like playing the game that you kind of give a shot. Right. Cause it's like, we make so many mistakes to get to that next level that what you're saying is take the 15% or 10%, take whatever. Don't, if you're going to do it for the long run, kind of, what is that, what is that? You just word I'm looking for, but basically you're just trying to brush off all the nerves and all the junk that comes with going through. Because I would assume buying a $4 million building, you're holding your nuts for a second. You're like, son of a
sure.
What am I doing? Family? What if this thing falls out? Look at this market. What are we doing? Are we going back to work? So I think that there's probably a huge kind of
I would think if you want to get into investing in the commercial world, I think you need to look at some of the different asset classes and figure out what you're really interested in. And maybe it's a couple different ones, but then at that point, I think you need to then find a sponsor that's doing that, and that's what they do. Right. And,
that's
and then
interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah. So these guys, that's interesting. That is what they do. They moonlight in a way with you. So
that's deals. Right. I have LPs in all my deals, right? A lot of them occupy an industrial warehouse, so they're very comfortable with an industrial investment from that standpoint. And then most likely I probably sold them that industrial warehouse, so they're comfortable with me from a transaction standpoint. If I brought them an apartment complex, they'd probably look like I had 3 heads, right? Because it's not what I do. So I think if you're going to look at investing into commercial real estate, or honestly any kind of syndicated type deal, look at the sponsor first. Like really look at the sponsor. If that guy doesn't know what he's doing, or if he's doing this and he's doing that and they're doing this, hey, we're doing some crypto, hey, we're selling watches, hey, it's like back to, there are no part-time gangsters, right?